Hi, it's me again, Ziliswa, aka Tulip. It's a beautiful but cold Monday afternoon. Had a bit of a busy day today. Um, but yesterday we had like a whole lot of people over for dinner. And I'm a caterer. And for me, food is just such a beautiful thing, and it really is more than just about getting your stomach full. That's really not the ultimate goal whenever I cook or, you know, am involved in anything to do with cooking. For me, food is such a social experience and is about bringing people together and literally just taking time out just to commune, catch up, chat, families, get to bond a little bit more after like a hectic day of being at work or at school or coming back from travel or things like that. But it's also like a nice way for you to also catch up with your friends and other people that you find special in your life. And so for me, I find such joy in cooking because it's not only about nourishing your body, but it's also about nourishing the soul. And so I say this to everybody that if you're not going to go into any cooking situation with love, with the intention of pouring like yourself and your love into your cooking, then you shouldn't do it because you can actually taste the difference. Like, you can taste the difference when somebody has just slapped something together and cooked, and it's not really what they wanted to do and they really went into it, and so the food doesn't come out tasting so great. Actually, one of the things that people always ask me, they're always like, oh my gosh, now I'm so intimidated trying to cook for you because you're a caterer. I'm sure you're going to be judging my food and thinking, oh my God, like, what is this shit? And I always tell people that I don't judge people as cooking. I'm not trying to like, it's not a competition. I'm not weighing it up and seeing how amazing of a cook they are. For me, it's about the effort that you put into your cooking. And so I can always tell if a person has not put effort into food. Like, believing me, I can tell. And that's really when then I'm just like, actually, now, why must I appreciate something like this? Because like, you don't care about what you're putting in front of me. You haven't poured yourself like into the food. Like, I don't see you in that. And that's also an expression of how much you value people. So for me, value if you value me, and it means that you'll cook a decent plate of food for me. And it may not be like world class or like, up to chef standards or anything like that. I really don't expect that. But I think you should still put your all into it. Otherwise, just don't do it. My grandmother actually used to say, she used to have a saying that whenever you cook, you must cook with love in your heart. And the first time I actually heard that, I was like, I'm not sure what cooking with love in your heart means. And I always used to like sort of question it, and I sort of dismissed it at the time. But now I actually understand that principle. And also, so for me, like whenever I invite people over and I'm like, come, let me cook for you, or come have dinner and stuff like that, you should know that it's because this is me showing you I care. This is me showing you I value you in my life, and I want to spend time with you. For me, that's qualitative time. I think a lot of people also feel like that. So for me, food is more like a social experience. It's not about the food. And even in terms of me when I eat, I mean, I'm not really like a big eater. I'm more of like a taster. People are always like, oh my gosh, like you never finish your food, or like, why do you eat so little, or whatever. It's like, yeah, it's more about tasting like the different flavors and experiencing it, and like not necessarily about piling my plate high. Like, I can't do that. I don't know why. I'm a little pathetic when it comes to eating. Like, people make fun about me all the time, so I'm always quite surprised. Like, I can't even finish like a burger meal. Like, I had the chips and then I have like half the burger and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. So but for me, it's more just about who I'm eating with, and what we're doing at the time. So I think it's very important that when you do cook, you think about those things, because people also they feel what it is that you've put into the effort, or the effort that you put into your plate. Like, they can feel that, they can see if you did it with an open heart, and if you wanted to do it, or if this really was just a half job. So next time you invite me over for dinner, please don't stress about it being a world-class dinner or chef standard, or I'm going to be judging you or whatever. I will judge you if you literally just slapped something together and had no interest in what you're doing. Know that for certain. But other than that, like, people really shouldn't worry about such things. But also just take the time out to commune with your family and your friends around, Sunday lunch, brunches. I love brunch. Brunch is like my favorite meal. I mean, who doesn't love mimosas and like really nice little treats and stuff? But yeah, so I just wanted to share my thoughts on cooking and food. It's not about how complicated what you're making is. It's not about, trying to get 5 Michelin stars. It's just about, are you doing it with love? Are you doing it with the intention to express yourself and commune with your family or your friends or your significant other? So, yeah. Cool. So just go out there and cook with love in your hearts. And that's the post. Goodbye.